What's up, everybody? I'm Leo Ray's Rayon,
I'm Josh Glazer.
and we are the Rays and Glaze podcast. Today, we are in Las Vegas, Vegas, with Jon Gruden, man. The Las Vegas Raiders. It feels so awkward saying that, man. Right?
Right, yeah, I feel bad for Oakland, man. It's kind of a real kick to the nuts. That's kind of what they have. First, the Warriors leave, and now the Oakland leaves. I mean, shit. But
Yes,
they don't
sir.
need our damn sympathy. They just want a fucking Super Bowl. So
You want to fucking.
just give them a Super Bowl.
Hey,
Even if it's in Vegas.
well, we got this guy right here.
I thought you were, man.
He's a real grinder.
Ducky, man. Okay.
Y2 banana. All right,
Rider 2, why banana? Get it right.
man, bro, what a hard ass. All right, so the Raiders, man, 7-9 last year, man. What a turnaround. That was a. I mean, he's doing a really good job there.
I've never seen such an impressive 7-9.
Yeah, I mean, damn, like whatever. But yeah, man. So they pick up Marcus Mariota. They have a lot of. I mean, I want to say low key, but they have a lot of low key bright spots on this team. They have a lot of draft picks. And they're moving in the right direction. I mean, Gruden is a good play caller, good play designer, and he's he runs the ball. He calls run plays, which is a good. Is just good. So last year in the first round they took Farrell. What I mean? They took the running back Jacobs, and they took that safety. This year, man, I mean, who do you see them taking? What positions do you feel like they need?
They've got picks at 12 and 19, and I think first and foremost, let's say at 12 that they fall in love with the receiver. They go there because they don't have a number one receiver. They're still looking for that. They have a bunch of guys who are really good, and Hunter Renfro, who's a good slot. They have Terrence Williams. Is it Terrence Williams? No, Tyrell Williams. He's mixing up my old Louisville basketball players. I guess he's got those two guys, and those are more complementary pieces. They need as many football people will say, they need a dude at receiver who can
Right.
do things.
Mm-hmm.
And some of those guys are at 12. I think if at 12 one of these guys falls
Yeah.
between Lamb or Judy, I think they snatch him up. Maybe if they wait till 19, they can get Ruggs, or maybe if Ruggs is gone, they'll reach for a guy like Brandon Ayuk, who a lot of people in NFL circles are falling in love with, just based on his ability to separate. I think that's where they go early. But whatever pick that they don't pick a receiver, I think they go pass rusher.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's another position that can really uplift their whole team. And they go for a guy like Kayvon Chason.
Right, right.
Unless they want to wait to like 80, 81, and 91. If they get to that point, they'll go for a guy like Alton Robinson or Jonathan Grenard from Florida, who's really good as well. But they need that element of speed opposite of Max Crosby, who they were able to find in the draft in like the 5th round last year.
Yeah, yeah.
Besides those positions, they're not in the huge need of things. They could, and this is kind of goes against what Gruden's done in the past, and especially since they just signed Mariota.
Mm-hmm.
But they could go Jordan Love at 12 or 19 if he loves him. Or he could, I don't know. Maybe they go make a weird pick. I mean, who knows about Gruden? That's the thing about Gruden. He falls in love with these strange quarterbacks. And he just loves falling in love with quarterbacks. So he may grab one at 12 or 19, and just go for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Where do you have them going record wise? Is there any other position I didn't touch on? What are your thoughts?
No, man. I mean, I definitely see them. I feel like they're in a position where they can kind of just play the board. You know what I mean? Like their team, like although they have holes and they're an up and coming team, I feel like they can really just draft like really who's the best available. So I feel like their draft can really go a multitude of different ways. As far as their record, I feel like I mean, they were 7-9 this year. You know what I mean? And I didn't think they would go 7-9. I'm gonna say, just based off of that division, like outside of Mahomes, I don't really see like. I mean, the Chargers don't have a quarterback anymore. Like, you know, I mean, who knows? As talented as I mean, as much as I love Von Miller and Denver and Chubb and those guys, like we don't know. We don't know what they're gonna be. So I'm gonna say, man, I'm gonna say that they're gonna take another step forward and go 9-7.
That's pretty wild. That's exactly what I have them going, 9-7.
Yeah.
Great minds think alike, I guess.
Yeah, or shitty minds think alike.
We're both idiots. But to quote the great philosopher Jim Mora, I have to say one word. It's all about playoffs. I think that's their focus is just get into the playoffs. And if they can get to the playoffs, it'll just sell the future going forward. The one issue that they have that's really limiting their upside is quarterback. We got to talk about it because Derek Carr, he's kind of just he's great on schedule when it's exactly like it's supposed to be on the paper. Yeah. But the second anything changes, he freezes up and he's like, "What the hell am I doing? I'm gonna stick my head between my legs and get in the fetal position." So it's like he did that whole thing going around where he was like pictures of him crying on the field or something, or some weird. And there's nothing wrong with crying, but it's kind of a strange thing to happen on a professional football field, unless your brain's getting scrambled, which is a possibility as well. But anyway, I digress. That's kind of how I see it. 9-7. Playoffs is the push. I think they'll probably fall just short. Maybe pulling that last seed since there's an extra playoff seed this year.
Mm-hmm.
You can push for that. They're going to be a tough team that's going to be very disciplined based on what Gruden did last year, and they're gonna surprise some teams that they really had no business beating.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Wouldn't that be awesome to see CD Lamb in a Raiders uniform, bro?
It would work. Yeah, I mean, it's what they're still chasing the ghost of Antonio Brown. So
yeah, I mean, I feel like obviously, I mean, you know, Oklahoma is a pretty like I guess you could say a finesse style team, but it would just be interesting to see him in you know what I'm saying, in a more like power, like, you know, run game type of scheme. Also, man, you brought up some good points about Jordan Love. It would be interesting to see them pick up Love and see how that goes. But I don't see them going quarterback right now because I feel like you said, I think they could win with Carr. But I don't know if he's a long-term answer. So, yeah, man, I see them going 9-7. You have anything else you want to add, man?
Yeah, thinking about that, the one scenario where I could see them going quarterback, let's say they love a receiver, they get that receiver at 12, and they don't really like any of the pass rushers in the first round, and they wait until like a developmental guy. That's where they could say, okay, we kind of have a free pick. Let's go with the best player. And this is only if they have a really great evaluation on Love.
Right.
If they don't have that great evaluation on Jordan Love, then there's no real reason to go there.
Right. True. So, yeah, man. Yeah, so we have them going 9-7, and we have them, you know, probably in the playoffs. Yeah, so I think that's about it for this one, y'all. We are the Raising Glaze podcast. I'm Leo Ray's Rayon.
And I'm Josh Glazer.
And we're on to Kansas City.
Lombardyville.